How's it going, guys? My name is Austin Soul, and welcome to my Wine of Zamorak farming guide for regular accounts and Ironmen alike. Wines of Zamorak, for Ironmen at least, are a bit of a pain to get if you're trying to train Herblore. Basically, the best way to get them is killing Calphite Queen, I believe. But the problem with that is you need full Varics or a whole lot better gear than I possess at the moment, to be quite frank. And for non-Ironmen / just regular accounts, Wines of Zamorak are a fairly good moneymaker. They're pretty simple, fairly AFK, and pretty, like I said, pretty good money. So I figured I'd make a guide on how I've been getting them, and maybe you can use that to make some money or get some wines pretty easily for your Ironman or regular account. So first of all, let's get into the requirements. The first requirement is you're going to need 500 total level, because the Chaos altar or Chaos Monastery, whatever it's called, near Falador, is they've changed it recently to combat botting, and they've made the lower level wine is still there, but if you telegrab it, your stats will be lowered and you'll be attacked by the monks, and the monks do a lot of damage. Well, if you have 500 total level, you can go upstairs and there's a monk up there, but he won't attack you, and you can grab the wine in peace. The other requirement to go up there, though, is you're going to need full set of Zamorak robes, and of course 33 magic for telekinetic grab. The monks won't let you up there unless you have a full set of Zamorak robes, and you can buy those on the G if you're a regular account, or if you're an Iron Man. The monks in this area have an uncommon chance to drop them. And then there's the Disciples of Iben in the Underground Pass. If you've completed Regicide or done the Underground Pass, you can go to the end of that and get a set of robes every time you kill one of the disciples. Though I would recommend completing Regicide because it's a whole lot easier to get to those Disciples of Iben after you've beaten that, because you can go in the reverse way to the Underground Pass. The other thing is you're going to want the Falador Easy Achievement Diary done, and 14 Agility for the shortcut that it unlocks. There's a little shortcut between Birthrope and the Monastery that is really nice, and it makes banking a lot easier, and it makes the run a lot shorter than from Falador, and I would highly recommend that, though it's not necessarily a must, but it's still, like I said, I think it's beneficial enough to the point where I would call it a requirement. And you'll also want a pretty steady supply of games necklaces, so if you're an Ironman, make a bunch, get the materials. If you're a regular account, just buy some, because you're going to use that as your way to get back to Birthrope to bank. And an optional thing I put on there, which I'm not doing right now just because I'm watching some shows on Netflix or something like that, is getting darts or alcohols while you wait for the wines to respawn, because it gives you something else to do. You can get some fletching XP or some more magic XP and make some profit maybe. Though like I said, I'd also recommend, and I didn't put this on here, but I'd recommend finding a good show on Netflix to watch, because this is going to take a while. It's very, very AFK. I mean, every like 30 seconds the thing respawns, and if you find an empty world, it's almost not worth world hopping because it is fairly crowded. So anyway, now that I've gone over the introduction and the requirements, I'm going to get into the actual route and how I do it. Alrighty, now let's get into it. So as you can see here, I am in Birthrope. This is where you teleport when you have the games necklace. So let's go ahead and do the route like we are going to get wines. I've got my air runes. I don't know why I actually have dust runes in my inventory, so we run over here, use this shortcut here, and run over the altar. And I'll actually show you what happens if you try to TB the or not teleblock, telekinetic grab the wine without, or by the one on the bottom floor now. So I grab it, and all my sets get lowered, and I get jumped, and they actually hurt. So we're gonna go up here, and as you can see here, there's a wine, and I'm completely safe, and I'm gonna telekinetic grab this one. And all right, so say we've done that for a few minutes or whatever, and we've got a full inventory. Pretend this is a full inventory. What we do is you can actually, if you have a bunch of Rings of Duelings, you can bank at Castle Wars, which is probably a little faster, but I'm just using Birthrope because I'm lazy. So you have that option though. So just teleport back to Birthrope, run over here, run down here, go talk to Emerald Benedict the banker, or you can use the bank chest that they just recently added, and bank your wines. I think I've got a pretty good chunk at this point. I've got like 100 and some change. Oh, my bank's a mess. I got 146. Anyway, so that's basically all there is to it. It's fairly straightforward, and if you do that, you should make some money. Here, let me price check a couple of. So if I deposit these and we pull out a whole inventory of wines, one wine is 2.4K, and a whole inventory is 66K. That's pretty darn good money. I mean, it's pretty good for a low-level account, and if you're free to play, you could do this, but I mean, you have to do it a little differently, or if you're a new members account and want to do something fairly straightforward in AFK. So, anyway, if you like the guide, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing, I'm doing an Iron Man progress video right now that I should have out later today, hopefully, and I'm also working on, going to be working on some other guides to get herbal materials and things like that, and any other guides I can really think of. So, anyway, if you please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you all in the next video.